What's cooking, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and if I sound a little bit weird today, I am kind of under the weather, but luckily for you, you don't have to eat my food, you just have to watch me cook it. So today is part 3 of our Thanksgiving feast series where we're going to be showing you how to make pecan pumpkin pie. If you've been with us before, welcome back, but if you're new here and you've already missed the deadline to order your pie at your local bakery, think about clicking that subscribe button for more recipe videos and cooking tips. My name is Jay, and this is BROIL LA. So picture this, you just ate a whole bunch of turkey and all the side dishes on Thanksgiving Day, and it's time for dessert, but you only have room for one slice. So do you pick pumpkin pie or pecan pie? Well, I got your solution here because we're going to be making a pumpkin pecan pie. So to get started on our pie, we have our pie crust. Now you can use a store-bought crust, but if you want to make your own, you can click the little eye at the top of your screen to see the recipe. Since there isn't going to be a lid on our pie, you only need half of the recipe, and make sure to remember to add a tablespoon of sugar. So we're going to roll out this pie dough till it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. So we've rolled out our pie dough to about a 15-inch circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this into quarters. And then I'm going to transfer it over to a buttered pie dish. I'm going to unfold this, and then I'm going to trim around the edges so I have about 1 inch of dough hanging off each side, and then I'm going to fold that under. All right, so once you have all of the edges of your dough folded under, I'm gonna take one thumb and then my index finger and the thumb of my other hand, and I'm gonna crimp the edges of our pie dough. Once we finish crimping our crust, this is gonna go back in the fridge to chill for another 15 minutes while we work on our filling. So we're gonna get started on the pumpkin pie filling first. So in a large bowl, I have one 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, and to that I'm gonna add 2 eggs, along with a 1/4 cup of cream, 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon each of ground ginger and nutmeg. All right, so we're gonna mix all this together, and then we're gonna set this aside while we make our pecan pie filling. So in another bowl, I'm gonna add 1/2 of a cup of light corn syrup, along with a 1/4 cup of packed light brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. All right, so our filling is done, and I've pulled my crust from the fridge, and we're gonna fill our pumpkin pie filling first. All right, so our pumpkin pie filling is in here first, so now we're gonna start on our pecan pie filling. So the easiest way to do this is to actually put the pecans in first, and this is your opportunity to make it look as pretty as you want. You can either dump them in or you can nicely layer them. We're gonna need anywhere from 1 cup to 1.5 cups, essentially as much as it takes to fill up the layer. Once our pecans are all set, we're gonna slowly pour in our corn syrup mixture. Make sure to do this slowly because you don't wanna disrupt the pumpkin pie mixture. All right, so next we're going to put a quick egg wash over our crust, which is just essentially 1 egg and maybe about a tablespoon or so of water. This will help give us a nice golden color on the crust. Once that's done, I made these makeshift foil rings just out of some aluminum foil, and I'm gonna put this over the edges of the crust. This prevents it from burning or browning too quickly. We're gonna take these off for like the last 15 or 20 minutes. And we're gonna bake this in a 325-degree oven for an hour. All right, so once this is done baking, we're gonna let it completely cool on the counter before refrigerating overnight. This is definitely something you wanna get ready the day ahead of your big feast. Once again, this episode is brought to you by our friends over at milkandeggs.com. Check the link in the description below and use promo code BROILLA for free delivery on any order over $10. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to give it a like and let me know if you have any suggestions for future episodes in the comments down below. You can click this button to subscribe to our channel and check out some of our other videos over here. My name is Jay and this is BROIL LA.